Hi, I'm Keith Armour with Programs and Events. Summer's here and we have so many events happening, well over 5,000. Today's Lunch and Learn, we're going to show you ways to navigate all those events and find the perfect one for you. And the best part, it's all free with your library card. Let's take a look. Well, all right, we've arrived at our website, chpl.org. There's a couple of things right on the homepage that will get you to events. You have a nice little selection of This Week at the Library events, and they kind of rotate them in and out of different branches. And then if you just scroll down just a little bit more, you can see all events here. But we're going to go right up here. We got Books and Media Services, and we've got events. But if you click on it the first time, what will come up is a lot of different groups of events that kind of narrows your search. I'm going to show you a different way to do it as well, but if you're looking about our Stern lecture that was announced a couple of weeks ago, that is a great place to see anything that's associated with the Stern lecture series. The Sunday on the Stairs, that happened at the last Sunday at Maine. That's a great concert series. Of course, America 250 is celebrating all year long, not just until July 4th, but those are some events that are centered around the 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. We've got a lot of author talks that are coming up. That's a great way to look. Use book sales, exhibits. We don't just have exhibits at the main library, even though we have great exhibits here at the main library, but there's also some that are in different areas, different locations, different branches, so you can check that out. And writers in residence, story times for families, toddlers, babies, all sorts of great story times. And of course, our summer reading program that started back at the beginning of June, runs all the way until the end of July. But we're going to click on events. We're going to click right here. And as you can see, right when we look at them, look at that right there. 5,481 that we're looking at right at this very moment. And I want to point out several different things. Obviously, it's going to go to the date. And this is the date that I'm recording this right here. This is June the 12th. You can change the date just by clicking it and finding another date. So you can look ahead. And some of the events and programs that we do, you might want to look ahead a couple of months just to make sure that you're signing up, especially ones that ask for registration. So you can select a date, and then you can, so if we wanted to select something from July 5th all the way until the end of July 31st, we can see that it's already narrowed our search down from 5,000 items to a little over 1,000 items just for 1 month. So that's one way to do it. You can, of course, go right back and click on today here, and then you can see all of the programs that are happening. I'm going to say right there, so we're back at just the very beginning. So I'm going to click back, and just so we can have a clean slate, there we are back with our 5,481 events. Now, that's one way you can look at it through the calendar, but you can also look at just our online events. And these little parentheses, it's going to tell you that right now in our calendar, our Biblio Events calendar, we have 127 online events. So if you just want to see things that are online, click right here and it'll automatically change over to just the 127 events that are happening or classes. I can click off and it bumps it right back to that 5,481. And the same thing with locations. Anderson has 256. Some of the other branches, College Hill, 94, 181 over at Corryville. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, wait, where's the other branches? You just click Show More, and there are all the branches, all 41 of our locations. And once again, behind the branch's name, in parentheses, is the number of events. So if you live close to several different libraries, you could click on several of them, and then all of a sudden when you go back, you can see a curated list of just the events that are happening in your location. The other ways that you can look is definitely by audience. If you have young kids and you want to keep them busy, especially during the summer months, especially when it is really nice and hot outside and you're trying to find something for them to do because going outside is just too hot, that would be a great place to start right here by clicking that and seeing all the different branches, activities that are happening. The teens, seniors, no age group, that's probably everyone or all ages. So you can click here, or just if you're looking for yourself as an adult, wow, there's over 1,400 events that are happening. Another thing is looking by event type. And you'll notice we've got all sorts of event types. And once again, right behind it, our book clubs reading, 547. Crafts and DIYs, 625. And if I click right here, we could see all of them here, all of the different event types. That's another way to check out the calendar. Now, the other ones, you've got program. Those are those special curated lists of events that were at the very top. And then, of course, we have language as well. And we do have the bulk of ours is in English, but there are some events that are happening in other languages as well. It's a great way to look and check out something. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and say July 15th. We're going to already see that from July 15th till the end of the year, because some programs are ongoing, 4,000 events. And let's just click on this one right here, movers and shakers. We can see a lot of things just right here. We can see the date, we can see the title, we can see the time. You can view all the dates, and you can see that this is at the Madeira Library. And it gives you a little description. It's story time, birth through preschool, and in English. But if I click on the event, you'll notice there's the description right here. And here is all of that, and you can see all of the events that are happening. And these all events right here are happening at the Madeira branch. Now, I can go over here and contact right here. Now, this is one that you just show up. There's so many events that you do not have to register for. But if it is an event that you have to register for, that's very easy to do. You'll find that information here. Here are all the information you need about Madeira, even their direct phone number, and then the hours of operation, and a map where you can click and get directions to that. If you want to share this information, maybe you've got a mommy group that gets together, a family group that gets together, and you're wanting to go to different movers and shakers with your friends and your friends of the kids, we can share it. We can share it on Pinterest. We can share it on all of these different social media, and we can also get a permalink and just copy that, and then we can paste that into anything as well. Very easy to do. We love the fact when people look at our calendar and all of the great activities, it's all free. And I want you to really take a look at that and make sure that you come by, enjoy our wonderful air conditioning, especially during these summer months, and browse our collection, meet with our staff, sign the kids up for summer reading. But definitely always, every once in a while, just go in, look at the events that are happening. Once again, over 5,000 events happening at the library from now all the way until the end of this year. All right, I'm going to click out and tell you a couple more things. All right, so go ahead and take a look at our wide variety of events happening at your library or at all 41 locations. Don't forget that our summer reading program continues all the way until July 31st for children and teens. They can come by, pick up a challenge sheet, and choose a free book. Or just come on by for our free AC and a fun event, all free with your library card. I'll see you next time.